Don't bring me down. Don't bring me, don't.
Welcome back, you guys. So today we're going to be working on a Glock 19 Gen 4, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be mounting a Vortex Venom on the rear, which is going to go right here, and then we're going to be doing some pockets on the front. Now let me just do a quick explanation of what's going to happen here on the back before we get that far down into this video. So we are going to be preserving the existing dovetail, and then what that means is because pretty much all of the Vortex sights, when mounted on a Glock, will go into the plunger hole. That's exactly what what's going to happen. So basically, when we take this and we make sure that there's enough room here so we don't go into the dovetail, we hold that real close to where it's going to be. What you're going to find out is that it's going to go into where the plunger hole is. See the difference here? So you can see the sight here and you can see the plunger hole there. So clearly we are over and into the plunger hole, and that's exactly what we're going to be getting. So the customer is well aware of what's going to happen here when we execute this plan. So, and that's perfectly fine with them, and it's perfectly fine with me as long as they're aware of it. So that's what we're going to do. So first and foremost, we're going to get you guys over to the CNC. We're going to go ahead and cut this down right here. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of peck drilling and get those holes put in there, and then get those holes threaded for our screws. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how we went into the plunger hole. I'm going to show you a little bit of what that looks like with and without the sight on there to kind of give you a visual, because I know there's a lot of people that contact me and they say, hey, let's get this RMR done. And I explain to them that we're going to cut into that plunger hole. Some people are cool with it, some people are not cool with it, but what I want to do is I want to go ahead and show you what it looks like with it not on there, and then I want to show you what it looks like with the RMR mounted on there. So at the end of the day, you can kind of make a decision based off of the visual appearance that I'm going to demonstrate for you. So let's start with that. Let's get you over to the CNC. Let's go ahead and wrap this back section up, and then let's show you all that work, and then we'll talk about the front a little bit better once we get there. Now that the rear section has been cut, we can see the plunger hole right here that we went into. So that's kind of what we talked about here a little bit at the beginning. You can see down through there that we ended up going in there just a little bit because we didn't relocate the dovetail in front of the red dot. So normally I would recommend moving this to the rear and then moving this to the front. Then you don't end up running into that problem. But let's go ahead and show you how precise this cut is. So obviously here's our red dot. We're going to go ahead and put this in here, and this is how tight this is. Okay, so we have no screws in here right now, so if you look, there's no screws, and this is how tight. Let's see if we can get it in here. This is a curved face and a curved rear, so you have to get it in here exactly straight, and I'm working behind the camera, or you'll end up having a little bit of a gap. So there's no gap here, and this is how tight this is, in case you were wondering. Okay, that's pretty tight. So if you're curious about the accuracy of the cutting, there you have it. So guys, what we're going to go ahead and do now is let's go ahead and move to the front section, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to cut a rectangle here, then there's going to be a little bit of a space, and there's going to be a line, and we're going to do the same on both sides, and the top will be proportionally slightly different because we don't want to come up near where the barrel's locking up. But we're going to try to salvage the Glock logo. So we're going to have a slice here, just a little line. Then we're going to have a little bit of material left. Then we're going to run a rectangle on the side. So let me go ahead and take you through that. We'll do a little bit of sandblasting. I'm going to go ahead and put this together. Let's go ahead and do a review after we have everything done here. All right, guys, well, we are all set with this project, so let's go ahead and just kind of just do a real quick recap of what we did here. Went ahead and added the Venom on the rear, okay, left the existing dovetail, and we went ahead and added matching side ports, okay, and some nice windows here, and then went ahead and added a top one. Now I moved the top one quite a bit forward more because we want to have that extra strength for flexing and stuff. We really want to keep that rigidity when firing it. And obviously we've got a lot of material left, so if you look down and through here, you're going to see that there's a lot of material left between what would be the top and the side here. These sides are actually really thick. You can see that from right here. But guys, one of the things that I wanted to do for you was add this barrel. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this barrel or not before. This is a 17 barrel, it's not a 19. That's why it sticks out the end. But right now we're just demoing it out anyhow. And if you have seen the barrel, you definitely haven't seen it since it came back from being colored. So it's kind of like a pink rose color, which kind of came out pretty cool as well. I'm pretty happy with that overall. So I just wanted to kind of throw that in there, give you guys a little bit more of maybe an appearance, what it would look like. Also show you guys something that you haven't seen before as well. So I thought that was kind of cool. But guys, you know how it goes. Find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. If you go to the webpage, NCEngravers.com, you are able to find direct links at the bottom of the page, so you don't have to hunt and peck around on the internet to find me. Guys, we are doing a giveaway at the end of the year for $50 credit towards whatever you want, whether it's engraving or CNC work or whatever the case may be. So it's an opportunity for somebody that wants to get, let's say, a rear-mounted red dot cut, to save a little bit of money. So if you want to send something in, you don't want to spend the full amount, you have an opportunity of saving a little bit of money. There are rules to the game, so you must share us, you must like us. Go over there and you'll be able to view that on how to get in on that and how to win. So very, very cool. But guys, learn as you go, right? Everything that we do here seems to be a new pattern, new style, new design of some shape or form. We don't really duplicate a whole lot of the work. Some of them are just a little bit of sidestep of some of the stuff we've done before, which obviously we've done one of these before. Well, we didn't do it with the extra cut on the front here, and we haven't done a Venom for you guys. So it was a little bit different, but some projects are crazy. We go all out and we do all kinds of things, and other ones are just a little bit off the beaten path of what we've done before. But either way, it's something cool, and I try to learn as I go. I try to use different cutters, different speeds, different feeds, different techniques, climb milling versus conventional milling, different RPMs, things like that. And guys, one of the things I've noticed the other day was that I do break a lot of bits throughout projects. I do a lot of projects you guys don't see as well, and I've been saving up that footage. So I'm thinking that maybe close to the turn of the year or in January, I'll do just a damage video. I've never damaged any of the product, but I've damaged several cutters in the process, and I thought maybe that can be a cool one because it's never really cool when it happens, but I guess watching them as a collection of videos put together is kind of cool. So you might see one of those get posted, just kind of showing the back end of what happens sometimes and stuff that we just can't prevent. So really cool there. But guys, reach out to me if you need me. You have my number. I have a different number now, so if you had my number before or it's on a business card, please go to the webpage, NCEngravers.com, go to the contacts page, make sure you're using the correct phone number. I do have some new business cards that'll be coming out as far as the gun show goes, and as far as when you guys usually get products from me, I usually put a business card in the box, but I do have a new number, so make sure that you're aware of that. If you've been trying to get a hold of me and maybe you can't get a hold of me, but usually the best way to get a hold of me is either mark at NCEngravers.com, or you can shoot me a text, and I usually fire one right back to you and see if we can figure out what's going on and what you need and what your time frame is. So very, very cool. Thank you guys for everything that you've done. Way more subscribers in 2017 than I had anticipated, and we have a couple of weeks left. I guess we got 2 weeks left for the turn of the year. I'm really hoping to get to 1,500. So if you're a new person, you haven't subscribed, hook me up with that. Let's just see if we can tip the 1,500 number scale before we roll into 2018. So that'd be really, really cool. So guys, have a good one. If you need me, you know how to get a hold of me, and stay safe.